No. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Icy Darko. I don't know why I started that shit off like this. Hold up. I'm, what the fuck? I'm high. I'm tired. It's 3:30 in the morning. Just had a long shift. Anyways, we don't get into this. Can men and women be just friends? I got some butter pecan ice cream. I'm on the verge of sleep. I apologize for the audio quality in the backdrop. If my energy is pretty low this video, but I told myself I'm gonna stay up as long as I'm eating this ice cream. So why not watch a
A
video?
man and a woman when they're just friends because there's
So can men and women be just friends? Hell no. Let's back it up. Are they trying to do me like that? Like I watched a video or something. I swear that was that autoplay. You know how YouTube be I play the videos before you even click on them. Ah, what the fuck? I can't hear, so I know y'all can't hear. Hold up.
So you're saying you care
I haven't seen. Oh, my computer is muted. There we go.
more about money than a relationship?
I don't give a f- if she was.
Let's back it up.
So you're saying you care more about money than a relationship?
I don't give a f- if she was a homie. But if she stole my money, yeah, that affects my life. I don't give a f- if she was.
So you're saying you care more about money than a relationship?
I don't give a f- if she was a homie. But if she stole my money, yeah, that affects my life.
That's facts, bro. Like, you know, shit happens, you know. But when you start messing with a man money, bro, or a woman money, bro, like you start messing with that livelihood, of course. Of course. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Men and women cannot just be friends. Three, two, one.
I'm not even gonna say it, but this nigga do drugs for sure, like hardcore drugs type shit. She a freak. She a freak. I could tell. This nigga coked up. He don't even know what's going on. She tweaking. She signed up for the wrong YouTube video. She was like she didn't even know what they was gonna do. She just wanted to be in a video, bro. She thought they was finna. I don't know what she thought, but it wasn't this. This nigga ready. This nigga right here. He like let him. I'm finna make all these niggas mad. All these bitches mad. Like I can already tell, bro. It's just my first impression. I can't even see this goofy ass nigga.
One.
Cannot just be friends.
He's still deciding, but I'll go ahead. There's always this underlying current to a man.
I bet you thought I was gonna answer the question, and I just broke everybody down. Wait, she kind of what's that on her forehead?
But I'll go ahead. There's always this
Maybe I had her crazy at the pause, but like when you see her emotion, she's
underlying current to a man and a woman when they're just friends because there's this sexual attraction, this energy that you can't even see it. It's always flowing.
I
And
feel it.
men,
I
as you
feel
know,
it.
are you guys are conquerors. You want to conquest. You want to, even if it's a friend. So
This nigga bitch, you know. I think I don't know about that. I want to cuddle. Damn, I just. Anyways, I think I was like, I don't want to conquer. I want to cuddle, which is fine. She kind of bad too. Hold up. You done picked the right people for this video. What's going on in this area though? Like, what's how is this even here? How is this the fuck? We
sometimes
48 seconds in. I bet this video already 5 minutes long. 10 minutes
that
long.
develops into more simply
Let me shut
because
up.
law of familiarity, you start getting close and comfortable,
And then
and
one
maybe you weren't
mountain.
attracted to her initially, but that opposition of that sexual polarity always kicks in.
What if the man is like not attracted to women, just like generally? Do you think that's still
You mean if they take a different
like a gay man and
sexual orientation
and a woman being friends?
Well, I think that's different, perhaps because they're attracted to men.
Let me see where everybody is right here. Wait a minute. This nigga, she didn't change his mind with that question. Bro was like, when you really. That nigga said, let me scoot over to where she at. Hold up.
And so
Oh,
in
shit.
that moment, they have taken on the feminine energy.
So they only want to conquer the men, not the women.
Well, in that, there's always masculine and feminine energy, whether you're a man or woman. So if the man is gay and identifies as being attracted to men, then he's in the feminine energy, mostly. Now, if there's two of them, there's one that's more masculine and more feminine, but that's for another.
Two of my best friends are women. We have great times together all the time. Not
Hold up. I gotta process it. So they strongly disagree. Okay. I would probably be right in the middle, bro. Just like I am with most things, because it really just depends on the person and, are they loyal or not, Uh, to cut every male friend out of a female's life for a female to cut every male friend, I mean, shit. If you're grown, you really don't have a lot of friends, probably. But maybe you do. Oh, lost my whole train of thought, man.
once have I considered sleeping with them or anything like that.
Ever?
No. But that's the thing is, though.
In
that's
their
why,
darkest hour, in your darkest hour, come on.
No.
Because you like not at all.
Because we started off as friends, and
Hold up. See,
This is like I said,
fuck
I
with
was
Red
never
Dress. I
attracted
don't
to
even
them.
know
A
what
lot
you're
of
talking about.
relationships start
But
like
I'm
that
just putting
today,
it
even though I
together,
discourage it. They say, I'm
these
not
niggas
attracted
got
to them, but
They done got cheated on, bro.
it'll grow. And I'm always like, it can happen.
It can, but
But the odds of it, so I agree with you on that as
yeah,
well.
that's why I'm like,
I
I
don't know
do
about strongly agree, but definitely agree.
understand and I get it, but
'Cause, like-
I like two of my best friends are women, and not once. Everyone keeps saying like, oh, you're gonna do, and I'm like, it's not. 'Cause
You
Like I
never
said, it
know.
depends on the
Life is a
person, bro.
long time.
Are your friends attractive?
yes,
Like they look good.
But attractive is subjective.
But like
does
just like generally speaking, like your
Yes.
girls like look good, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you was just lonely, like it's been a moment, you didn't want to beat it, you know what I mean? Or like
there's a special exemption. I'm non-monogamous, so I never have to worry about intimacy.
Well, that's
Bro, what?
why.
Wait, so you getting
Oh. Yeah.
you getting played.
Let me turn
so
these
you ain't worried
captions
about
on, bro.
your
I don't
He's like
even know.
getting it, so he doesn't need it. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you was
Yeah.
lonely and you wasn't getting it though, and your friend was throwing
and
it
I
at
I
you,
guess
you
that's
throw yourself at
that's
you?
a different situation. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm
bro,
an
you belong
outlier.
over here.
Come
No.
to the dark side.
If he's not
Okay.
attracted, if we're not attracted,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just
like,
friends.
it's just friends, yeah.
As a straight, very monogamous
Cap, I'll take back everything I said, bro. There's no such thing as just friends. Not at all.
man, I grew up
Oh,
mainly
no,
being
I'm
friends with
changing
women.
with these
I
niggas.
felt more
I don't
comfortable in
know.
those spaces. I felt more comfortable talking to women. I've never been like a bro, rah, 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 that type of thing.
Hell yeah.
So I think men and women absolutely can be. I have friends that I've had since elementary school, middle school. We talk very often and we talk about all these things, and it has never affected that aspect of the relationship because we're men and women. We're just people, and people can be friends. It's not.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
So my perspective is from kind of a
He's
Christian
just a real nigga, you
worldview.
know? We just, I feel what bro's saying, bro. Bro look very innocent, you know? And there are people out there like that with true, not even gotta be innocent, just a true, genuine person that don't want to do nobody wrong, Probably not a lot out there, but there are people like that. So, I don't know, bro. It just depends on the person's situation. How much can you trust them? How loyal are they? Will they give in to that temptation? Really depends on you.
I believe that, God created man and woman to come together in love and attraction to be one. And so from that standpoint, I believe that there is just a natural attraction. I have had some extremely close friends that were girls, and that attraction just developed because it wasn't just physical, but it was love. It was getting to see how they were around their family, around kids, what they do for work, what they do for school, developing that relationship. So from my perspective, that attraction develops because I wasn't just looking at her from just,
That's facts, bro. Like, it could just be friends one day. Like, when she say, "Hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my friend." Like, okay, the first time it's like, cool, like, I mean, most of the time, you will go with her type shit, but like, I don't know, like, even that is sus. Like, are you going to hang out with this thing? But anyway, let's say she's like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my friend type shit. See what her girls with, like, there's some niggas. And like, she just keep doing it type shit, like weekend after weekend, and like at the second and third time, it get kind of sus, and you like, what's really going on here? And it's just human nature sometimes to just fall into that trap. She done hung out with this nigga so much, she in this friend group you're not a part of. Now you done took your bitch. That's why she can't have no friends.
she's just a body. Yeah,
Oh,
she's just a piece of meat. You
what
develop
the
that
fuck?
emotional
No, fuck.
attraction, that emotional
Which is
relationship.
why I'm over here. Yes,
Oh,
joining this dark
oh,
side.
I would
hey, yeah.
ask.
Because
On
I
me.
completely agree
On
with you on
me.
that. From
Can
the
you
same
love-
Christian
Yes.
standpoint, 100%.
Wait, hold
100.
up. Have you been sleeping all right? I haven't, which is why I'm so glad.
The fuck?
It was a cozy, fall
No,
asleep.
I haven't been
Also,
sleeping.
result for you.
No.
Less nutrients come in. 5 milligrams.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. See, now we got the video moving also. That's on me, I guess.
And now let's get back to it.
I would date someone I do not find physically attractive.
Hot take? No.
Oh.
No, I'm playing. Nah, bro, like, I don't know. I gotta be attracted to you spiritually and physically, in my opinion. I don't know, like, I don't know, bro.
3,
I don't know. I understand, but I'm not the most attractive person in the world. I don't need the most attractive person in the world, but I'm saying if I personally am not attracted to you, yeah, I can't call you my wife, bro. I can't.
2, 1.
Ah, man. Wait, you want to say something first?
On me.
I do it all the time because there's a lot
I
you
told
don't.
y'all, bro, this nigga a freak, bro. This nigga be on drugs. He got 3 different bitches. I mean, like, this nigga, he
Just from
living
the
life.
physicalness, it's like sometimes there's some people that I learn just by not going in based off physical attraction. I end up being attracted to them just because of their personality, and looks can be deceiving. I could say the same on the opposite end, where
This
I
nigga,
thought someone was absolutely
you can tell that nigga anything. He switching sides.
attractive, but then I got to know them, and they were the worst person I could have
Yeah, that's what I'm
possibly been
saying.
on a date
Like,
with.
I feel like you can definitely not be attracted to somebody initially, and then as you
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, just because I'm not attracted to you doesn't mean we can't be friends, but there's no such thing as friends.
Yeah.
So I
yeah, but
don't
like at
know.
that point, like once I like someone's personality romantically, I probably also think they're attractive.
I would say that for some, it's not a reflection on your character, how weighted appearance versus personality might be. It differs from person to person. I think that we have our preferences, and I think that a certain element of physical attractiveness is fitness, health, hygiene, and that
Exactly.
reflects on usually competence, responsibility, and dedication. But I
Yeah.
do see it as important, although not a
She breaking it down. She giving me
whole
game
package
because
by
I
any
ain't been
means.
doing none of
Right.
that, bro.
It is.
I played football for my whole life, and I ain't worked out about 2 years. Shit. That's why I look the way I'm looking. But shit, I'm gonna get it
It's the
together.
very first
I'm gonna get it
impression you get
together.
of most people.
Yes.
Because, like, you meet someone and you can't hear their voice the first thing most of the time. You just see them. And you're like, oh, that person's attractive. Or, like, I don't see myself with that person because I don't find them attractive. And that's totally fine. Not everybody's attracted to everybody. But Me personally, I would not be with someone I don't find attractive.
So, so I gotta give context here, right? If I'm meeting you in person and you don't look good, then I'm over there with y'all. But if I'm meeting you through a dating app and I get catfished, but you're kind of cool, right? then, cause I met a girl that had nice pictures. But then when I seen her in person, she was a little bit bigger than I prefer, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Well, everyone can have nice pictures today.
Yeah. Now, there's nothing wrong with
I bet her pictures are real nice. You ain't even gotta do nothing else.
being a bit bigger, but for preference sake, I wasn't really feeling it. But her personality is what got me. And then I started entertaining it. So, right, even though I got catfished, I actually considered, taking her seriously.
And I also date, like, sometimes I really try this because it's led to some great people I've got to meet along the way. I will date outside of my preferences just to see what that's like.
If you're not initially attracted to that person and have a strong sexual attraction, then it's not going to work because we know that relationships get worse.
She the one, bro. She the one. This team. Something about this team.
Not better. That's like, I don't know, I think it's a recipe for a disaster.
Cheating is the worst thing my partner could do to me. 3, 2, 1.
The worst thing? No. They could have killed your family, nigga. They could have robbed your whole bank account, nigga. They could have trashed your whole apartment. You fuck somebody, shit. It happens, bro. It happens. It's awful, but it happens. That might make me seem like a cheater, but like, it's just like.
I feel like there's like probably worse things like in theory that
people gonna do what they want to do is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't condone that at all, but you can't control another person's actions. But like damaging your shit or stealing some shit from you is way worse than just fucking somebody else.
a partner could do to their partner, but just because that's such an important aspect for me, and like I feel like my partners in the past have like been very aware that that was like something that I actively would not do. I feel like that would just that adds like an extra element of evil.
Yeah, I mean, my mind goes to marriage. I mean, when you marry this woman, when I marry a woman someday, you promise literally.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not speaking from the position of someone who's married.
Everything you have to be with her, literally thick and thin, to be with her through everything, through highs and lows. And I mean, if you do something like cheating, it's basically like, screw this love, this isn't real. These promises that I made between us and God mean nothing. I think for a lot of Christians, that's like a big thing, is cheating. I mean,
100%. And it's one of the 10 commandments too. It's like, do not commit adultery.
Yeah.
So that is definitely the worst thing, because getting married is a promise between you and that person and God.
I mean, technically there's worse things, like they could kill you, which would probably be the worst thing, because then like you're not even in the picture.
You belong over here.
So I'm kind of like, but I would say that would like destroy me, and I would never even think about something like that.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I was actually cheated on a few, like 4 or 5 months ago.
Damn.
I struggled with self-esteem so much growing up, and that was the worst thing that could have happened.
It's gonna be all right, Cam. Plenty of fish in the sea. Plenty.
Destroyed any chance I had at self-love at that time, and it was just devastating for me. Like, it really was just devastating, because it didn't just destroy that relationship, it destroyed my entire image of myself that I had built up based on other people's validation, and I had to rip it down to the studs and just fully start over. Yeah, so that's why I'm over here. Strongly agree. For me personally, it was the worst thing that could have happened.
Cheating is f***ed up. It's not a good feeling. Is it the worst thing that a partner could do to me? To be honest, I've outgrown that. Bro, I had over $250,000 stolen from me this year, bro. And that put me in a dark ass place.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, no, bro, way worse.
If my partner stole that money from me, or she was just a homie, I'd be more mad about the money. You feel me, right?
I don't have that money to be stolen.
So you're saying you care more about money than a relationship?
But because at the end of the day, me and my ex, we ain't together no more, so I don't give a f if she was a homie. If she was, right? But if she stole my money, yeah, that affects my life. You know what I mean, right? So my whole thing is when we talking about the prom, is cheating the worst thing that the partner could do for me? I've been cheated on before. The first time I was cheated on, bro, I was petty. I was in high school, bro. I drove all the way to the crib and told her mom what she was doing with me. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah, I was vengeful. But now I just be like, so many people do it. There's worse things that they have. Like if you
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's so common now, bro. It's like, it's sad, bro.
kill my mom, I'd be more mad rather than you fucking a homie.
The sanctity of marriage is supposed to be till death do us part. That doesn't mean if your carnal flesh gave in and you had, an indiscretion.
She's a
that
cheater
you're able
too,
to hit
bro.
the door
You
running.
gotta watch
that
her.
means there's work to be done. We have problems. For me, I think it actually can
Talking
be
about if you're carnal flesh, what type of excuse?
the best thing.
Bitch, you know what you did. How much your flesh?
Because it's a sign that there is a huge problem in the relationship that needs fixed. Most sex is not emotional, so it's just a bodily act that animals do, and you're going to blow up a marriage or a relationship.
I gotta stop doing her like this. I'm giving her the worst possible. But I do agree with what she said. Cause wait, hold on. What did she say?
Animals do, and you're going to blow up a.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, not all sex is emotional. I'm not even gonna
Marriage
get into that, bro.
or
I'm
a
not
relationship,
no
a
sex
relationship with
teacher,
children over sex. To me, I think that is ridiculous.
But
and
sex-
shows-
You could say that about the person doing the cheating too.
I've been cheated on, so I have been cheated on.
Well, so you think that's something you could you have gotten over it?
I have gotten over it. If my husband cheats on me, of course I'd be devastated. I'm
What?
human. I bleed just like all y'all too. But
My fault, Mr. Red. You have a lovely wife.
I'd be like,
She's probably cheating on you.
damn, like, what's the problem here? What's the issue?
See, but that's-
And can we
Why don't
solve
you
this?
Why don't you just talk? Like
Well,
if you guys are
yeah.
married and you have that emotional
I feel like there's
relationship,
things before that.
happen though. We know that people don't.
I think we should work to changing that.
We should,
Instead
but
of
that doesn't mean
accepting-
I'm going
Her
to
pulling up in this dress is cheating.
unconditionally love you just because you went and had an indiscretion. I wouldn't do that to my son. My son F's up all the time and does crazy shit. I'm like, where on God's green earth did you learn that? That doesn't mean I stopped loving him.
For men, I feel like we take cheating a lot more personally
We
as
do.
opposed to women. It
I
comes
think
to the ego.
People's boundaries are all different. So if you have perhaps been
I
with
felt
no
that.
or
He
less
said,
partners
"Preach."
and then you get married, to learn that that person cheated would be proportionally much more devastating to someone who's had maybe a lot of relationship experience and therefore that's more of an active part in their life. So I think that everyone's boundaries are different. So for some people, I have seen them get over it. I know for me personally, I would say that I'm a woman that would take that devastatingly seriously and would not look lightly at it. So it depends on the person's boundaries.
If you had children and if you had a family involved, you would break up your family over a man's one-time indiscretion.
Yes.
That would adversely affect.
She's talking about perhaps. Oh, that's a good question, bro. You breaking up your marriage if you catch your partners cheating? Your spouse? The one you made promises to God to? Like, I don't know, bro. Can you forgive them for that? That's the real question. Can you move
affect your
forward?
child and possibly send her to the.
I don't know if I could. For the kids, I'll probably try to make it work. I ain't got no kids, but if I did, I'll try to make it work.
Stripper pole.
I'll be hurt though, for sure.
I don't feel comfortable answering that question because I feel like it's making a lot of.
That feels like an escalation a little bit.
I can't stand that. I don't feel comfortable answering that question. I wouldn't even know like personal attack. I don't think that you like.
What
I
happens?
feel like that.
We don't
that
want to
just
answer
shows,
those questions, but
That shows
I
an
would say
example
yes.
onto the kids, like, oh, this is not that bad of a thing.
Yeah, and I think that like somebody cheating on you is more than just like a physical thing. Like that's a break of trust, and I feel like if you can't have that trust in someone, then I also don't want them to be like raising my kids with me.
so we're all saying that love is conditional is the end of
Yeah,
the
oh, 100% agree with that.
Monogamy is overrated. 3, 2,
No.
1.
All this depends on the type of person you are and like, what do you call that? Like your character and your moral compass. What are you okay with? I'll be in the middle. I mean, I wouldn't move.
Sorry.
Of course.
Overrated? Like the statements or the questions are.
Come on, man, get over here, get your butt over here. You know you belong here. At least something.
I know. We're like,
Think about it.
We're like in a second.
Think about it.
We're taught from the Disney,
That's a
all
good
these
spot,
fairy
too.
tales. It's like you're supposed to be with that one and
Not
only.
where he is,
You
where
know,
red
so
dress
it's
is.
very
I'm a
frightening
red dress
to
all the
break
way.
something traditional. But
Now,
after
red
like
skirt-
a
red
few
skirt-
months with
red
it, I
skirt
just knew I'm
started
like, this is
tweaking.
the right choice. I have been in the most happiest of relationships. I just celebrated my 3 years with my primary partner. As well as my 2-year anniversary with my secondary partner.
Nah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. See, like, oh no. I don't
Like,
want to sound sexist.
you know, I do
round of
think
applause
that
for that, man.
monogamy is kind of overrated. I don't think that there's anything like, wrong with it. If that's what you want to do, go for it. But I do think that non-monogamy and poly relationships should be something that like, it's looked at as an option.
I think nowadays I know more open relationships than I do strictly closed relationships with the people that I know. I would say I disagree that monogamy is overrated, but I do agree that for some people like yourself, poly relationships work better. So I don't look down upon them. I think whatever works for you works for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
But I can still say that for
Exactly.
like someone like myself or people that are similarly just very focused and have like strict kind of like, I just can't ever, oh my God, I could never imagine more than like one person.
It's a lot.
It
It
depends
takes
on
a
the
lot.
person,
Yeah.
so therefore I don't think monogamy is overrated. I think it depends on the person, and I think for me it's definitely not over. It's the only option. For you, poly is like the right way, so it just depends. I'm completely
so bad.
non-judgmental. I think it just depends.
I just want to say, I don't mind monogamy, right? I just don't like a controlling relationship where it's completely like, no, you can't f nobody else, but at the same time, you want to f me once or twice a month. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
So, me and my ex was together for 5 years. I actually
sound
broke up with her
like-
in April, but for 2.5 years out that relationship, we was
She
barely
sounds unhappy
for like
in
maybe
her
once
current
a month.
situation.
Then I moved her in the crib, and then when I moved her in the house, for the whole first year of her living in the house, she just didn't want to have sex.
That's
and
right.
shit. Now we had an agreement that we had agreed on where we could do various things that we just didn't want to know about and stuff like that, right? And because you wasn't me and stuff like that, I was handling the agreement, like I was following the agreement. But
Standing on business.
because there were certain things that wasn't necessarily 100% out there, that created complications in the relationship to the point that it ended up to us breaking up.
I think it's definitely like it has a place like for certain people. Like obviously we have 2 people who are like very religious here, and it works well for them. And I just think like if I was in an open relationship, I would go crazy. Like even when I'm in like a normal relationship where it's like I don't expect them to cheat on me, I'm still like.
Yeah, I can tell by the cadence of her voice. It don't take a lot to make her go crazy.
Like it's suspect.
That's kind of rude.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
So I just like if
I'm a
that was
sarcastic
like
guy. I'm gonna have to get used to that.
I can't imagine a world where I would agree with that. And also
I'm in a goofy, silly mood today. Just a lot of pauses.
before I had like loved someone or like dated anybody, I was like, oh no, I could totally be in an open relationship. And then I actually did, and I was like, oh.
Are you
Never
a very
mind.
sexual person? Just curious though.
Like kind of.
Kind of.
Sure.
She's like, yeah.
So if your partner was very sexual too, and he's like, baby, like I want to be with you, but you always just shut him down because you ain't in the mood.
I don't. That's like never happened.
Oh,
I don't
well,
think.
okay, but I'm just
Like I
saying,
just feel like that's like not that's
She says she don't got that problem.
like personally for me not an issue. But also, I don't know. I think that would definitely be a conversation if there was like an imbalance. But also, I think there's different things that make people compatible as partners, and that's definitely one of them.
What he's saying is the cry of many men today is that they're not getting enough sex from their partner. And not just sex. It's not like men are like, oh, I'm heartless.
That connection.
But listen, men need sex to create intimacy. Women need intimacy to have sex. And people get married and then fuck around. It's like, just don't get married then. And stay like this boy, dates and anniversaries every
Y'all two are my people. I swear to God. Y'all two are my people.
Next month is his 1-year anniversary with partner number 3. Like,
She would love me.
just, you know what I mean? Just be out there doing your dates. And does that make sense?
By the end of the day, nobody should dictate your relationship because everyone's gonna try to push what they think works for, this is what's best for you. Like, I'm over it. I'm like, why? So I can be frustrated and pissed off and like, I've tried it. To me, it did not work.
I want to take perspective because, Christian, I'm going to take perspective that's a little away from my biblical views. And no disrespect, but I do think polygamy is just laziness.
Not polygamy. This is polyamory. Polygamy
Get it right.
is when it's multiple wives, just one person.
I see that as laziness, that you don't want to commit to someone in the hard times. Like you were talking about a little bit about, well, they're not getting fulfilled sexually, so why not find it somewhere else? why not just do the hard work to work on your relationship?
I agree with
Ooh, I was
Get
ready
that
for this
pleasure.
question.
He done got activated, bro. Look at he on demon time. Hold up.
Oh,
I mean,
I was ready for
there's such a emotional, there's a psychological just importance in being with one person.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pair bonding.
So then why do we have such a
He gonna catch this nigga after they wrap up the video, bro. Like the way he's swaying back and forth, he ready. He said, "You gonna call me lazy, nigga? I'll show you lazy, nigga."
high divorce rate?
I agree with you on that.
You just say, "Why is there such a high divorce?"
So then why do we have such a high divorce rate?
I agree with you on that.
why do we have such a high divorce
Why,
rate?
why are people still cheating? Why is open?
Because they're not, because our country, I think, is lazy. We don't want to have these hard conversations of maybe we should go to therapy, maybe
I respect what he's saying, though. I agree with most of it, yeah.
we should try to get help because
we don't put in that work. We are lazy with our relationships, with our lives, with our work.
Because we love one another, it's like, nah,
or
I
even
can go
to
get
talk
this.
about it, period.
Yeah.
Just to talk about it, right?
So me and my ex, we actually did couples therapy because again, we was barely for like 2.5 years, bro. We went to couples therapy. Next thing you know, everything was great for like a month. And then one day she just blew up. She said, "Man, I still don't feel like you, this, and that." But like she went in, bro. You know what
Damn.
I mean? So at the same
never
time,
been
there
told
was
that.
a point in my relationship where it really just came to the point like, baby, I love everything else about you. You know what I mean, right? This area sucks. Are you still attracted to me? She said, yes, I'm still attracted to you, right? Well, here's the thing. If you just don't want to have sex with me, right? Go somebody do this. I don't give a Let's have that conversation, right? Because I get everything else I want from you anyways. I was open to the idea. I want to be with my woman, but if you don't want to do this, I'm fine just
but
on the same page.
I mean, I understand the importance of sex, but there's self-sacrifice in every relationship you need to make. If you're happy with her and everything she had, but you also have a value on sex, then maybe she's not the right person.
The thing was, did I want to go look for greener grass, or did I just want to water my own grass? I stuck it out for 5 years, bro.
That's another aspect of being like romantically compatible with someone, and sometimes there's like one thing that's not there and that sucks. But it's like especially if that other person, that's something that they prioritize. Like personally, if my partner was like, oh, like I love like everything about you, but like this is not compatible, and they wanted to go sleep with other people, like that would make me feel so bad about myself.
And that's why you do what works for you.
That's why you do what
I'm
works
just saying
for
like that's like a compatibility issue then I think, because I'm not your ex-girlfriend, I don't know how she feels, but if I were in that scenario, I just like that just would make me so sad, even though it's it's not your fault that there's that imbalance.
The comments gonna talk so much shit.
Yeah, they
right.
I'm so lost right now, bro. Like I'm so.
Like he's a slut, he's
need to wrap it up.
Girl, bro, she told me like I won't say everything. The day I broke with my girl, she said, man, she's like, I just be counting down the days. Like we had sex in like 12 days. I gotta go have sex with her. Otherwise, Ashley gonna get mad. You know what I mean? Right?
I'm really just saying for red dress.
Right? You know what I mean?
That's really
so
all
she
it
said a
is.
bunch, and I felt like I had to break up with her. Right?
Yeah, no, that's
did not want to. I feel like I had to.
Yeah, that would definitely take a toll on you.
I think all this goes back to clear communication, because if I don't think that cheating means that polyamory would actually be the solution to that. I think that it goes back to your values and what works for you. And I think that I would maybe venture to say that more people might be poly than are exploring that right now, and still at the same time monogamy.
I can't do this, bro. Like my tank is on E. I need some sleep. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.